rebuild. The franchise is used to championships, not rebuilding.
And another word that they lack is superstar. You're not accustomed to seeing the Lakers without a true superstar on that roster. And they've also always been a top destination for the A-list free agents.
Trez finishing off the play with the dunk. He won't miss many of those.
And you can just see him psyching himself up after a play like that. Nice slam by Prez.
And up top, defended by Young. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. 1:03 left here in the third quarter. Here's Prez. He's got 25. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Just 5 to shoot. From past the arc. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And some changes here for the Kings. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Prez. He's in at point guard. Koufos out there with Cauley-Stein. And it's Young. And it's Caspi in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Knocked loose. Here's Prez. Hits it from three-point range.
What a silky jumper from Prez. Making the pull-up shot in the...
And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 8. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, I think he's just trying to send his team a message, not willing to give up on this game just yet. Just trying to instill that fight in this group.
No, it's like a Rubik's Cube. I feel like they've tried a lot of different things all night, but just haven't cracked the code yet. It's frustrating for me.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
All right, bring it in. Let's talk, gentlemen. We've had our chances on offense, but we need to start capitalizing on them.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. That's good.
When this team needs a bucket, Prez commands the ball. That's what you want out of your leader.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We're live from And Nothing Tips Off a...
Well, the Trailblazers backcourt tandem of Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum, Patriot League, were connected long before they played together. They met and corresponded during college, and they share similarities. Both started for mid-major schools, staying all 4 years. And in the 2011-2012 season, they both finished top 4 in the nation in scoring.
Some great prospects come from the smaller name schools, David. We'll see it all the time. Thank you. Brent, fantastic offensive matchup here.
Well, they can come at you with so many ways, Kevin. The three-point shot is opened up. The fast break game is going to be there. Quick shots in the half court. So they're going to be piling up the points here tonight.
What's a defense to do when all that is coming at you? And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. Let's take it. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Leonard with a screen on Young. McCollum kicks to Ezeli. Koufos with the block. Here's Prez. No good with the triple. Trailblazers leading by 7. Aminu, the pass to McCollum. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Leonard with a screen on Barnes. Ezeli a screen. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for C.J. McCollum. Averaging about 23 points per, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
Lonley's checked in for the Trailblazers. Crabbe comes in for McCollum. Caspi, he's checked in for Sacramento. Lonley kicks to Aminu. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Portland, no good that time either.
Well, he really T-Rexed that one, guys, short-arming it. He should have taken more time to make sure he was comfortable shooting.
Prez with the bucket. And Prez came into the NBA early, as is so common now, but he still has the support of his loving mom. And the two are as close as any in the league, and she still hounds him to take care of himself.
Well, that's what moms are best at, huh? I heard she will still send him care packages with food. I'm sure some of his teammates might rib him on that, but nothing beats a home-cooked meal from mom. I don't care who you are.
It's stolen by Prez. Shoots a fader. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Knocked away. Takes the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Prez has got 15 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
It's stolen by Prez. All alone. Again, Sacramento.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first.
timeout. Guard it.
Bring it in. Take a seat. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused.
Hot. The D has got to do a better job of finding it.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Barnes. Here's Crabb, bangs home the trifecta. Crabb's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Prez, and another three for Sacramento.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Yeah, it looks like the makings of a blowout here, but their task now is to maintain this level of effectiveness and not get sloppy.
Lillard outside. Ball's knocked loose. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. And now a chance to hear from point guard.
I was taught to, never let anybody see.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Relentless ball pressure, jumping into the passing lanes. They're just forcing them into ridiculous mistakes.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Prez, he's in at point guard. Cauley-Stein is out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then there's Caspi, and it's Young in at the shooting guard position. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, people forget Festus Ezeli was also a first-round pick of the Warriors a few years ago. But he was an academic prodigy growing up. He skipped kindergarten and the 5th and 6th grades. He had plans of becoming a doctor. But when he started playing basketball, he found himself behind the curve. He said, here I am as a 15-year-old kid, and I can't shoot a layup. But guys, he's brought that same work ethic from the classroom to the hardwood. He's improved year after year.
He is a presence, DA. Thanks. And much like Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum was lightly recruited coming out of high school. Ended up playing, in fact, in a mid-major college, Lehigh University.
Well, he not only started there, he starred there right away. He introduced himself to the nation in March of 2012 with a 30-point performance, stunning Duke in the collegiate postseason tournament. A 15 seed knocking off a 2. That'll draw some attention.
And Aminu kicks to McCollum. Got a piece of it. And the call will be against Prez.
I'm Prez.
That is his first foul of the game. Trailblazers making a switch here. Turner's checked in. And a change for Sacramento. Barnes, he's checked in for Casper. Prez brings the double team. Ezeli dishes to Crabb. 5 on the clock. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's Prez. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And that's what Prez does so well. A tremendous scorer who tries his best to only take quality shots.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, a breakout year for C.J. McCollum a season ago, becoming part of the most second dangerous backcourt in the league, the Rainmakers, alongside Damian Lillard. He more than doubled his minutes per game and generated, for good reason, lots of buzz as one of the most improved players in the league.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Davis comes in for Ezeli, and it's Leonard in.
Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat now. Let's talk. I like what I see out there, fellas.
Players' per-game numbers, Brent, look better just because they're playing more minutes. That wasn't the case, though, with McCollum.
No, there was opportunity, and opportunity seized by CJ. He became so much more efficient and more steady with his game as his role grew.
Good on the bucket. 42 points for Prez.
You see the defense looking around as if somebody else has the problem. They collectively do. This guy's on fire.
Turner with it, now guarded by Prez. And anytime you see a player 7'1" who can shoot threes, Brent, that's going to draw some attention. But for Meyers Leonard, still some work to do. Where do you think he can get better?
Well, there are minutia parts of a center's game that Meyers Leonard can be better at. Better screen setter, try to be more physical at times, getting a few more boards and increasing his impact defensively. That can be a building block for his team.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. He dishes it to McCollum, doubled by Afflalo. Over in the corner, Turner shoots the three. Here's McCollum. And the rejection by Cousins. And now the fast break. Prez with the ball. Another three for Sacramento.
Like to see Prez nail those outside shots. Just has the touch from there.
Down low, it's deflected. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay. Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Kings.
And really, it's been the guards who have powered them into this substantial lead. They say it's a big man's league, but tonight it's all about the little guys.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Cullen passes to Leonard. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
This is where the remake of his game is paying off. Leonard now one of the better catch-and-shoot bigs in the NBA.
Prez with the bucket.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Cousins. Lillard outside. Passes it to Turner. Back to Lillard. The tray. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Here's Prez. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 53 points for Prez.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Lillard with no one around. Lillard again missing.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Got that one up quick. Prez has got 56 points in the game.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Prez. Shots good by Turner.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And there's Prez on the assist by Cousins. Cousins has got 3 assists tonight.
Gotta love the pull-up Jay. Prez seeing the D playing off of him, then taking up space and nailing the shot.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And no good. And
All right, gentlemen, hustle up. That was a great first half. Listen up. We have these guys back on their heels. And now they're playing like they're desperate. Now stay focused, guys.
well, it's been a one-sided affair so far. The almost entirely new group here for Portland. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Davis. Noah Vonleh comes in for Leonard. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Turner. And Krabs subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Damian Lillard out there with Krabs. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu. Then there's Festus Ezeli. And it's Vonleh in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Every season, Brent, so much exciting young talent always coming into the NBA.
Well, that's what the league is really predicated on, is young drafted players who come in and change the fortunes of a franchise around. I think we're about to see some of that take place in Minnesota with Karl Anthony Towns.
One of my favorite young players, only 1 year at Kentucky.
And another guy who people look at with regards to his position, Kevin, and say they can't quite figure out what it is that he does not do well.
While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that had the most second chance points on the season. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
And Prez looking very calm as he drills that three-pointer.
And he has the confidence to take that shot when he wants. Nice finish to get his team 3 points.
And add a little polish to his game. Ezeli, nice move inside. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Puts up a 3, and again the triple from Prez. Prez has got 17 now just in the second half.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Beyond the arc, and another 3 for Sacramento.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And Lillard gets double teamed. Here's Ezeli. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And now 6 straight points here coming on the inside.
Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento. And that one misses.
And of the 6 NBA teams that don't share a market with another major sporting team, from baseball, football, or hockey, the Blazers have been around the longest. There's no question Portland is a basketball town.
Vonleh. Second chance shot. They get it back.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Poked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Three-pointer, Lillard. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And he answers right back with a 3 of his own.
And this is one of those challenges, mano-a-mano, each guy hitting from deep in the face of the other.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
Yeah, he's in a rhythm in the best way. You have to stay up in his chest, or he's just going to ruin you from deep.
Terry Stotts had some advice for his team.
Defensively, we got to give a little more pressure to their shots, all right? Make them make the second, third, fourth play.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Kings, Prez. He's in at the point. Caspi is out there with Barnes. Then there's Richardson. Prez with the bucket.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And there's the pass to Layman. Ezeli screen. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Prez. And now the fast break. Prez with the ball. And the Kings check on 2 more.
It appears the defense is on their heels, and for good reason. Whatever they throw at him, he's got an answer for it. Well, you put young guys and potential always next to one another, and that's where Noah Vonleh is right now. Pretty easy to see why he was sought after in the draft. With a great defensive upside, he's got the ability to affect the game in a lot of ways, still growing and still learning.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Casper.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Prez brings the double team. Here's Connaughton. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. And after one season at Indiana with the Hoosiers, Noah Vonleh, drafted by Charlotte, but acquired by Portland in a trade for Nicholas Batum.
He's shown some flashes here in the NBA, even out to the three-point line. He's an intriguing player to watch develop over the next couple seasons.
He gets it in there.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Prez. Another three for Sacramento.
Prez making long shots look easy.
The Trailblazers have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. In the corner, Napier with it. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Layman. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Sacramento's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. But they get it back. Richardson kicks to Prez. From beyond the arc and then some.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Out to the right wing. A shot off that time, so the Kings will take it the other way. From deep. Not going to go that time.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
And he does have range. It's a makeable shot.
Oh!
You saw that.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
He's the last guy on this team that you want to leave alone. Great look.
From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
That's a pretty sweet-looking J from Prez. Has such great form on his shot.
To the middle, here's Ezeli. Soft touch off the glass. Ezeli's got 10 points here in the second half.
A nice pass in close quarters. Sometimes those can be tricky.
Here's Prez. And another three for Sacramento.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Well, they've been on a roll ever since the break. Doesn't seem to matter whether the shots are open or there's a hand in the face.
So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Kings.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Prez.
Of all the things that have gone right for them tonight, it might be his defensive effort that's the biggest highlight of all. I mean, he picked a lot of pockets out there, and those steals didn't go to waste. They got out in transition, the turnovers, the hoops. Just great job on the defensive end.
They get a hand on it. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Well, doing things the right way and not letting up. Straight attack.
Now here's Cram. He's covered closely. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. No one near Prez as he lets it go. Another three for Sacramento.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Yeah, their aggressiveness, their execution really silenced a raucous crowd. Love the attitude they came in with here.
All alone and finished off by Prez.
Well, Prez on the all-energy team there, an absolutely devastating dunk artist.
And a look at Prez there, just punishing the rim.
Oh, and you love the ferocity that Prez finished that playoff with. No layups for the big fella.
And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
Yo, Steve. What's going on, Prez? Ernie and the guys in the studio want to talk to you.
All right, let's get it.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kev. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Prez.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Kenny, man. Great going tonight with your scoring. Did you come into the game with the mentality of saying, you know what, I'm going to be more aggressive tonight?
Man, I'm just out there playing my game, and sometimes that leads to a lot of points, other times it doesn't. I guess I had a lot of opportunities tonight and was able to take advantage, so there's not really much more to it than that.
Well, yeah, man, if you keep up that mentality and you stay aggressive, I think that you'd have these opportunities more often.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. You look like you lying, you look like you.
All right, guys, gather up. We need to be ready for this next game. I guarantee you Leonard is going to come prepared. Let's work on our pick and roll execution, okay? Let's go. All right, let's take our competition to the next level. All right? Here we go. right, let's take our competition to the next level. All right? Here we go. All right, come on, guys. Good practice today. Focus. Come on, focus. Okay, let's wrap it up. Make sure to get up a few shots before you leave. And good work today.